Yo, Q, what up? Yo, Q,
man,
what
I'm
up?
keeping it real. What up, Duan?
Welcome.
Let's get it.
To not just music, where we keep it real and honest.
Always.
My mama praying, telling me, Q, you need to chill. They can't respect the truth, I'm just honest.
All right, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Not Just Music Podcast,
Where we keep it real
and all the way honest.
Always.
And always, we shall be here to help, to give, to influence, to motivate, whatever it is. We just want to be positive.
Yes.
Make moves that could give and give off good vibes. How are we doing today, my friend?
Man, we good. I'm good, man. How you doing, bro?
Good. Can't complain, won't complain. And always am motivated to do this every week.
Exactly. It's part of the agenda now.
It's part of the agenda, man. It's nothing else that I've really fallen in love with doing, you know, outside of music and things of that nature. This is something that's became something that's very big. Just because it just gives me a mentality to keep doing things and staying on top of things and staying planning and I love it, you know, just to get that energy out, because it helps even with life skills and things of that nature too. The more you do something, the more it influences everything else that's going on in your life. This episode is going to be about two things. One, partnership, and understanding partnership over doing something by yourself. Reason being is because I see a lot of people who start a business that's kind of more so a lane that a lot of people are already in. One reason being is it takes a lot to deal with people. I know
It do.
Trust me. Don't think that I understand. I feel you, lady. I feel you, sir. Or excuse me, I feel you, ma'am. I feel you, sir. Now understand though that sometimes it may take help from another individual mentally to start your business or to start a business. Now, I'm no perfect person at all, but there's always a piece where things can go differently when you add somebody else to the equation. Just like a marriage. Nobody can marry themselves. You have to marry somebody. The only way it's gonna work.
You're gonna have to like people,
You're
man.
gonna have to you got to dig in and grind it out with somebody. Now,
I ain't on that level yet. I admit. So yeah.
So for me, just like with this situation with me and Q is considerably. This is
partnership.
Something like a partnership, and at the same time, it takes a lot to come together to do things of this nature. Like, I mean, ideas, thoughts, opinions, all that counts. But the thing is you have to find a place of comfort where everybody can work together. Now, Q, when you first got into doing anything business wise, now was it, and I'm not even speaking of me, did you know anywhere down the line that you were going to have to work with anybody? Did you feel like, okay, I'm getting in this, I'm gonna get in this part, this is just gonna be me, that's it?
Man, I hate to keep bringing this up, but man, when I shot my movie, man, oh my God, that was a big learning experience. Cause
tell the people about
you really gotta be a people person, and you partnership. I will put this in. It's one thing you told me. You say it's never personal, it's business. Well, partnership, man, you can never take things personal, man. You got to. It's business, man. It's about getting things done. And that means, you know, sometimes it take being a bigger person, man, and saying, I'm sorry, you know, and fixing it. So that's another key thing in the partnership. So Like before that, I thought it was just gonna be smooth sailing. Like, you know, I'm gonna just show up. You know what I'm saying? I can just do my thing, do my set. You know what I'm saying? And this and that. I was wrong, people. I was wrong, people. Like, nah, you got different personalities and, you know, and this and that. And then you got actors that did it longer than me that feel like they knew what they, you know what I'm saying? So you got to match energies.
Yep.
So with partnerships, man, you got to fit in. You got to act like you know just as much as they know sometimes. So,
and that's it. That's, to me, when you dig in to something for the first time, you'll never understand, like, okay, who I'm gonna work with, who it's gonna take for me to get to the next level to work with to get what I need to get done, especially just the product. But it never crosses your mind immediately like you're gonna have to work with somebody. It never. Oh,
and
I got
challenges is gonna come along the way with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It ain't no. This is not a cakewalk. This is no. This is no. Easy situation. Even like I said, even like a marriage, like you're gonna have to deal with this person. You're gonna have to grunt it out with this person. It's gonna take all of that. It's all of that is going to go into what you're trying to do to make something run efficiently. So I got a question about what I asked, or something I brought up the other week, and I want to clarify what I mean by this. Me and Q started this. This is more so a thing of we took a chance with something. It wasn't even a serious route. It was just, we were just trying to just really talk about music.
Yeah.
And push our brands a little bit at the same time. It never really became something that was something serious until this year. So it's been maybe over a year.
It's been in the making.
Maybe a year and some months before it actually like became this. But the thing is, mentally I wasn't at the point I was now to start it, because
same with me. Same here.
Yeah, I didn't want to start a business and it be something that I couldn't put a whole lot of energy into. Now, the thing is, I had to find a way to make this work. Because at the same time, I didn't want my whole brand to suffer from anything. So
that's the key. And that's another thing right there. Like, it was other things that we had to accomplish first.
Yeah.
Before we got to this comfort level of being able to do this, you know, my point was the movie. That was my big thing that I was really trying to do on my list. So I totally understand what you're saying. Like, when you got a brand, you want to make sure you're not overstepping what you're wanting to do. You got goals, you know, you got to set them and achieve them.
Take your brand for like example. Like, if you know that you're jumping off a bridge with something to just think about it like this. If you jump off a bridge with somebody else versus jumping off a bridge by yourself, what's the probable cause? If I think I'm using the right word for this, or what is your scenario to what could happen versus saying, okay, one person jump off a bridge, you know this person is probably gonna die. Now, if this person jumps off this bridge with somebody else, do you think that they'll survive? Will both survive? We never know.
It's related to partnership. You know,
just think about it like that. It the more people you add to it, so just think about it like this. If 25 people jump off the bridge at one time, somebody's gonna make it. Somebody's gonna land on somebody to where somebody else will still be there. They may be hurt, but guess what? They're still alive. This is the same thing what I try to let people know when you're starting a business. Get your business off the ground and give it and bring people in. You want it to keep going. That's the idea. You don't want it to fall off.
Yes.
And if it falls off, there's no more brand. There's nothing there.
Yes.
So if you start off thinking, yeah, I'm gonna do this by myself, don't think that way. Get some people involved. Like,
and it's okay to let the foundation when you first start to like how we wanted this, not just music podcast, to be Duan and Q.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's good to just start out like that, but as you're moving forward, you need to add some people, could keep it pushing, because you want to we might want to be behind the scenes sometime or something. We want to build a team. It's all about partnership.
Just like with me, like eventually in time, I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna hire somebody to come in, record, or video or whatever, or if it's not even just this part, just getting it edited and the audio done. Like eventually I'm gonna add somebody to this mix, to this ratio, because I feel like in time, you start off things, but as you advance, you want to make your life easier. Like Diddy said the other day on one of these videos I saw.
Personal, I truly apologize. It's just to all y'all, get that shit done, cause I want to be happy. I don't want to live in no stressful situation. That's not Puffy. That's not me. I want to come back. I'm not joking. I'm a beautiful flower. I'm a flower child. I'm not hot. I don't need my brain to be used like that. I got too much genius shit that the world needs to see and feel. Y'all got that work to do. That's why I pay everybody so I could do less work. That's the hustle. Did y'all know that's the hustle? You make enough money to pay everybody so you don't do shit, but be as happy as you can be. I want to be happy. I pay too many people. Please. That means I don't want to do shit. Walk around this motherfucker and enjoy it. Smell the flowers and all that shit.
If I find it, I'm gonna put it in the middle of this episode right here. I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna put it in there. He said a lot of real stuff in there. It was kind of cocky, but at the same time, I understood what he was saying.
What'd he say?
And this is shorthand of what he was saying. Like, I want to get up every day and be happy. I don't want to. Nothing in my mental throwing me off, basically slowing me down. He
wants order.
And he was speaking to his team when he said this. Now, y'all, he said, I pay too much money to all y'all for things to go wrong. Everything needs to go right because I want to be happy. He was saying stuff like, you see, I want to smell the flowers. I want to wake up and be happy.
But
like,
you know what? People like me, I understand what he's saying. He's saying everybody got a job, and everybody doing their job makes it easy for everybody.
Look at your team for the reason of this. Like I just said, it's a partnership. If everybody does everything correctly, everything will come out perfectly. You ain't got to worry about, you just already know that I've already paid such and such. I've already put this in such and such head. I've already gave the mold, the idea, everything is there. There go the partnership right there.
It's right there.
He ain't had to go do it. He has a circle of people that's already circling around, already understand that, we already know what he wants. We already know what's going on. Just like me and Q.
Yeah.
Same situation. We worked it out now to where it's a situation where every week we do this. It's a lot of work that goes into it behind the scenes. A lot of people don't see it, but it's a lot of work that's put in, a lot of mental that's put in to the process of what it should be. Now, a lot of the stuff that we do, we learn from each other. That's how we do. Q sees a lot that I do. I give a lot of game away to Q. It's a lot that goes on.
And I'm about to start coming in and seeing behind the scenes and all that too. I want to learn. And that's another
part
thing.
You need to know.
You need to learn.
Yeah, learn.
Partnerships, learn from your partners.
Learn. That was my next part getting into this. Learn. So let's mix them both together because I see they kind of coincide. So even in saying when you're being in business by yourself, that part is a learning process. So when you get to a partnership should be two mentalities on the same vibe, understanding that they want to go the same distance together. Now, it's nothing to say that you're doing something together. There's a piece of the pie for everybody. Don't think that somebody's going to get more money or anything like that. If you get more money, you get more money. There's nothing wrong with that. But make sure that you understand that partnership is going to be valuable for years to come. Now, take all the time that you need to understand that people are going to do things wrong. People are going to do things wrong. Now, the thing is to understand, learn from those mistakes. If you're by yourself, it's harder to correct something by yourself versus you got a couple heads, a couple people tied into your brand.
They tell you, nah, man, you messing up, you slipping. You know,
yeah, that's how that simply that's one of the biggest things I feel partnerships can help people. So when those dead moments come, you can have somebody that's there to pick up that business and keep it going while it's down. Now, just like with me, like I feel sometimes like, okay, you know, I can do things, but I don't want to do things and move by myself without it being a thing of, okay, look, understand this is what we need to do. Okay, yeah, I say that's what we need to do, but there is going to come a time when there's going to be another aspect or something that's added to it to make it go even higher. So just like
that's another thing right there. Always a partnership. Everybody, you know, take each other's advice.
Yeah.
Don't never feel like you know it all, like, because a person might be able to throw some advice in that help the brand even more. Always be open-minded, you know what I'm saying, with your partner, because it's little things that I throw at the one and he'll be like, that's a good idea, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Never be afraid to just let a person know
there you go.
something, you know, because you never know what a person might think. They might run with it. So, you know, express your ideas, man, with your partner. You know, express them.
And don't put yourself in a position where you're getting personal about it. Exactly. Always take things if you understand how many times I was told no to something, you'll understand. That's why everything that I do, every move that I make, and Q could tell you this, is very strategic. I never really want to start something that's really going to just like dwindle and it not be taken accountable. It's going to be an accountable situation that's put in place, because I just love order.
I will
so
say
for the sake of knowing, if you're going to lean on somebody, make sure that y'all are leaning towards something that's big, not just small. Like when I said that I was going to start this, I took an idea, I took the nature of a name, I researched everything in my brain in like 30 minutes. Once I figured it out, I made it happen. I turned it to a website immediately, because by me putting that wave in the air in my mind, where you putting the wave in your mind, then when you speak on it, it's in the air. Somebody else's ears and brain it just gravitates in the air until somebody else, it latches on to them. You can't miss your blessing. Make sure you jump on it immediately as a team. So if y'all gonna start something together, y'all come up with that idea, start it then immediately. Don't wait. I've seen a lot of people mess up by not jumping on a name.
Somebody steal an idea
immediately. So Not Just Music Podcast, that was a situation. I looked it up. Not Just Music was one thing, but then Not Just Music podcast was another thing. Like I saw it. I didn't see anybody else. It didn't have any. It wasn't attached to anybody's website. None of that.
I looked it up too, man. You right. You totally right.
So you jump on these things and find these things in strategicness. Don't let anybody else get their brain cell on it first. So if y'all doing it together, jump it immediately. Don't wait. Like, take your time, but don't take your time. That's why I tell people, when you start a podcast especially, make sure you step on the gas immediately, because there's a lot of people trying to podcast now, because the strict pandemic made people understand that, you know, I got to do things differently. So podcasting became a big subject, a big thing, and to say that people were going to jump into it, yeah, they did. In 2020, we kind of did too, but I slowed down off of it a little bit because I wanted to kind of sit back and understand what people were doing. And with that being the case, I'm like, okay, you know, I'm seeing what everybody else is doing, but at the same time, a lot of these podcasters, especially the bigger ones, you know, you got the $1 million worth of game. It's another one. Another one that I like is what is it called? Social Proof podcast. You know, I've really been enjoying watching this guy. I forget his name. David Shands. I think that's his name. David Shands. I started following him like just recently, and it's another guy too, but I'm gonna speak on David Shands especially because I see his team. He has a team of people, you know, that he put together to make all of this run efficiently. Yeah, like, it's a dope idea. It's, even though it was something that he probably started, he still has a co-host. He still has people behind the scenes editing, you know, but he's understood that there's a group of people that he could help. He brought them in, you know. He's one of those $1 million podcasters. He's making millions a year off of doing podcast alone.
I gotta throw out the Ghetto Boys Reloaded, man. Like, you know, Scarface and Willie D. You know what I'm saying? They started out as friends. You know what I'm saying? We talking about partnerships, so
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Take
Like,
the ideas with
together.
some people and put a team together that you know this partnership will work out perfectly. You know, everybody can help everybody, and especially when it comes to podcasting. Like, I see some that are out here doing it by themselves. You know, big ups to y'all. Like that, it takes a lot to do this. You know, on your own. You know, so when you start it, you know, don't ever think like, oh, just because I'm speaking on partnership that. You know, you're taking away from your business mindset of, you wanted to start it by yourself, not together with somebody. You can still do that, but just understand that you're gonna need some help. You're gonna need some people to come in, bring some people in to help you finish your product so you can get your product out faster. That was the biggest thing. Like, I had to get myself to a point where I could understand how to put out a podcast every single week.
And like have a particular time and date, you know what I'm saying?
It's hard.
All that matters. You know?
It's hard to do it by yourself. The biggest thing is understanding the parts where things can be made easier. You know, speak on those parts. You know, but for most part, like the whole partnership thing, like that's going to be your go. That to me, partnership, man. Find somebody, some people, a group of people that's on that same vibe, same level, same mentality, same goal, same products. Find somebody, latch on to them. That's, even if it's somebody that's already in the lines of saying that they're already elevated past that point, and and they're looking for people. Jump in with them. Jump in with them. Your ideas and your mental. I mean, you may be under somebody starting. Nothing wrong with that. But just remember, you still can't start your own. Don't ever feel like you can't branch out just because you're, like I said, working with somebody else or something like that and you're under them. Don't feel like you got to stick with them forever. If it works, though, if you love what you do, stick it out.
You can be the Bobby Brown of New Edition, man.
There you go. Step out there.
Start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Then you step out and create your own lane.
Yeah. It's nothing wrong. Don't be scared to take that initiative to say that you can do something on your own, but at least learn it. Learn that road that you're traveling before you go jump on it.
And it all comes back to the word we was talking about, partnership.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, do you think in partnership now, especially doing the podcast, do you feel that there's another level of understanding? I ain't talking business wise. I'm speaking of like to make the brand grow, because it's growing, and it's gonna grow at the pace that it's growing at the pace that it's supposed to. But mentally, down the line, there's gonna be some times where you may be in the position in the driver's seat to go sit down with somebody yourself.
Yes, yeah.
So, do you feel like I said, understanding what you can do yourself to help the brand go farther? Because like, this is what I'm thinking, even for myself. Like,
absolutely,
there gonna be some times where I come in contact with some people,
and you might be able to interview them. Yeah, and sit down with them, and I might not be a part of it. And that's the thing right there. Like, you looking at it as the brand. Yeah, the brand expanding. So you don't never look at it as like, I'm not a part of this. Nah, hell nah. This is our brand.
That's
like,
that's
you know what I'm saying?
That's the
mentality you gotta have.
That's the mentality that you have to have. So do you think that that's something you would considerably say that could make the brand go up even higher?
Absolutely.
So now, is it that sometimes people feel like discouraged by that part? Like you just said, like, think, oh man, I ain't gonna be able to be a part of it. Nah. To me, the more content, the more you win, the better. So the nature of some people that's been paying me attention to the moves that I've been kind of like posting erratically, but it's not erratically, it's very strategic what I'm doing if you pay it attention. A lot of people don't pay that part attention, even as music artists. I've been putting out more podcasts than I've ever put out music. So think about it like that. Like, I have more content that's came out via these podcasts versus the music versus anything else I've been putting out. So if you think like that, that's how you win. To me, especially with this audio video nature, putting them both together like this is helping us win.
Yeah.
So think about if we just double it or triple it how much we're doing, even if we just go out and find some random people, even with our phone. You know, that's why I always tell people, take your phone seriously. Like, use your phone and your tablets to your advantage. If you don't, you could lose it. Just think about it like this.
And that's what we want to do that. Like we wanted to give good content, us in studio, stuff like that. But down the road, it might be some via phone, you know what I'm saying, interviews and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to miss any content.
Yeah.
This is where another piece of partnership comes in. Learn. Like how Q brings in people, he brings in people that we can talk to
behind the scenes,
very influential people, that we've talked to. I haven't pulled in one person yet. And it's not saying like, oh, that Duan ain't gonna bring nobody in. I'm definitely gonna bring somebody in.
It's a partnership though.
Some people in. I got one person in mind right now that I'm thinking of, that I know I probably am taking a very big risk at bringing him in, but I think that I could really pull this off just due to the nature of the relationship that I have with him. I might have to go to him to shoot it, but know that if you don't see Q with me, or if you don't see me with Q, however, in this content that we're about to start bringing, eventually it's gonna be that, because I see a lot of people are connecting with me is in the nature of like, man, what I gotta do to get on your podcast? Yeah. Just hold up, y'all. Wait a minute. This isn't a thing of just saying that you just want to come and sit in front of a mic, sit in front of a camera and talk. There's some things that I strategically want to give to people that
break it down so they know
hasn't been given to anybody else. So just like me and Q sit here, me and Q basically give ideas, but see the nature of sometimes that Q is, and Q didn't take any of this wrong. And I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean by partnership. Q knows people. He's linked in with people that are very influential. But then there's those points where I felt like, you know what? Let's get some and put some podcasts together of just us.
And that's and you know what? And that's why I say I can never get upset. This goes into the partnership. I never get upset if you doing an interview or I'm not there, because it's not just music podcast. It's not the Juan Barino show, Quincy Murdoch show. It's not just music podcast.
Go.
This is that's the brand, not just music podcast. So when you see one of us, not just music podcast.
There you go. That was shorthand. What I mean by partnership. These partnerships that we get into, especially with each other, a lot of these people aren't ready for partnership immediately, because you have to be ready to work with people. Now, just like we just talked about, it's not saying that we're not going to bring people in. We're gonna bring people in.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing, what I felt, what would help our brand, and at the same time, what he's saying helps our brand too. Don't think about it as if in like I'm saying that no, we're not going to. Oh, we're definitely gonna bring some people in.
Yeah.
But hear it like this: some people won't believe your brand until you show it to them 1,000,000 times. It takes 1,000,000 times for you to show them, like, okay, you know what? These guys are serious. They're really putting some content out there. They're putting it together. They're doing some things can move their brand. Once they see it enough times, they're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take a chance at it. And even to the point where, like I said, now people are seeing the content that we're doing, and we're posting. I'm trying to bring content every day via the networks, especially social networks, that I feel can really help our brand. YouTube is one that I've been posting heavily, and Instagram is one I've been posting very heavily. If you see me posting at least one time a day, that's really my biggest goal. Post something on these networks one time a day. Not only that, but our website.
Pay
this attention. Now I'm gonna tell you, especially when it comes to a partnership, this is where I feel it can help a lot. If I post it, Q shared.
Always.
So it's not like if I forget to share something, I can go grab something that he did and bring it over to our page to where it's something that I can show that we're here, that we're doing something, that we're paying attention to our social people who want to speak so sociably to us.
It draws everybody to that one place.
Nobody is going to. It's hard to do it by yourself now. I'm telling you.
Partnership. That's what we getting at.
I have my own website, and I know for a fact that I fall off daily, weekly, monthly to posting something via and for my website. Now, is my website still there? Yeah, it's still there. I still push it in the manner of. But remember though, like I just said, the podcast, Not Just Music Podcast, is a partnership. It's easier to do this. That's why it's so
and that's the
easy.
thing. Like if it what I might be slacking in, you might pick up on it. You know that day.
Yeah,
It's easy.
Just say it made it easy, bro. Like if it wasn't something to say that it was hard to do, running a website, making sure the website is running, putting the content together, putting content out there, and you doing it by yourself is hard to do. If it was something to say, oh, I'm motivated now, and it ain't even just because of the nature of Q. It's because the nature of it's the nature of Q and me.
Yeah,
me and Q. It's not just me. It's not just Q. Q is harder for Q to push his Quincy Murdoch, Hold On, ENT, all that by himself.
Yeah, it is.
It's taking him bringing some people in to make it go. Just like he spoke on the nature of the movie. He had to bring people in. He had to talk to some people. He had to shake what he was feeling and understand. I remember, and I'm not bringing up a name, but she know who she is. We love you. I love you, and I'm glad that you came around and you came into our lives because
I love you too.
You made Q a better person.
You did. I thank you.
You raised his business level. You raised his understanding of professionalism. It stuck to him.
The way I treat people, what I say, how I say things, everything, man. The man I am, the business, the everything.
Yeah,
I thank you.
Yeah, it takes this though to make us better. It's not gonna be something that we do easily. Change is never gonna be easy. But once you get over that hump and you get rolling with it, like. To say that, hey, I'm bringing something to the game, bringing something to the table that's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a dope concept. The movie is one of those big. Shooting a movie is one of those things that I've always figured. Look how many people you see on that credit list when the end of the movie come. Then you just see all these names scrolling.
That's a partnership,
scrolling,
right there. Partnership.
Scrolling. Hundreds and hundreds of people went in and put something into this project to make it a final, make it a final piece. Even the same thing with music. You don't just see one name on a song. Sometimes you pull up some of these songs, these hit songs y'all see have 10 people that wrote it, and only the artist gets the credit for it. That's the sad part. But don't always pay those lead characters and the lead artists.
Hold on. The writer don't get no credit for it.
Yeah, the writer should always get credit for it. But at the same time, notice who becomes the star, the person that we're speaking on. Just like with Harry Potter. Harry Potter was a huge movie. Everybody paid Harry attention, but then you had some people who paid the supporting cast, as I call it, the co-stars. The co-stars was just as big as Harry, but the name on the movie was Harry Potter. But then we think about who wrote the movie. That's what we should be really understanding more than anybody, because it's the thought and the process that goes into this, y'all. As I said, the partnership that brings everything to life. It makes life easier. Like Diddy said, I don't pay all y'all to have a headache, to have bad vibes. I pay all of y'all so I can get up every single day and just walk around the house.
I want to smell flowers.
And smell the flowers. That's what I want to do. That's
Go
what
get me
makes
a cheesecake,
me
man.
Yeah. It makes that part of you.
I love Diddy, man. I love his hustle, man.
People should pay Diddy attention and understand what Diddy does. Look at what Diddy does. Diddy has made a lot of people stand out in the spotlight. It was their business to take it from there and go jump off and make it bigger and start their own brand.
Diddy had the vision.
But he gave you the vision. He put you in the place to make the money, to get what you need from it and move accordingly. Now, the last little piece of the whole situation with this is I was talking about it. I said it one time. Learn what a partnership is. You know, pull it up, Google it. That's gonna be my new thing. Pull it up and Google it. Pull it up, Google it, tap it into your iPhone, tap it into your Android. Look up this stuff, y'all. It's all here for us to take control, grab it, and run with it. That's the biggest thing that we need to understand. Run with this stuff. Make yourself be better. Do better with people. Understand that it's gonna take your people to make it all come together. Now, that's the learning lesson. So, with the learning lesson and the partnership put together, if you learned everything that you needed to know from that, you come back with and put it all together with a group of people, trust me, it can really roll out for y'all. It
Facts.
can really roll out for y'all. Take me and Q for example again. As I said,
I love it, man.
It
Partnership.
works.
I love it.
It works. Put your energy in with somebody else. Somebody just as motivated as you, they keep you motivated. It helps you. It helps you. Now, in closing, question to Q. Are you at a point now, and you just spoke on saying you love it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you at a point now where you are thinking different for your own personal business? And this is closing, so you can kind of just take it out from here. I'm gonna just sit back and I'm gonna let you explain it and you close us
Put me on
out.
the spotlight.
Yeah, so you in the spotlight. Tell these people, because I kind of gave mine.
Yeah.
But even with your own brand, Hold On in Entertainment, you know, like, do you feel now that you could bring some people in to make that brand be even bigger than what it is?
Absolutely. That's part of the reason why I've been experimenting in different things and, you know, stuff that I feel like I'm talented in, man. I've been trying to find my sound, my purpose. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is, but it's more to just one thing with me. Like I'm not just a one thing person. Like, it's multiple things that come from me. So like it's a bigger vision. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger purpose for me, I feel. Like, I mean, the music, the visuals, the movies, I feel like I can open up something where I can teach all this stuff to people, like the clothing line, and like it's all making me like a speaker, motivational speaker, like being something out there on the streets, helping people. Bro, my vision is bigger than just music. You know what I'm saying? That's why this is not just music, because it's bigger than music, man. It's way bigger. So I absolutely I feel my team. I can add some people, and of course, anybody I add, I'm gonna bring them to you. I'm gonna bring them through you. You know, you search them up, like, nah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you ain't gonna never lead me the wrong way. So, yeah, man. You know, and I'ma always take your advice, and that's another thing. Partnership. Have a good partner you can go to and ask for advice, and you know what I'm saying, and somebody that's gonna check you and tell you, nah, Q, yeah. You want somebody that you want a partner that got love for you, man, that love you. Like I say, love is the key. And that's how I want to end it. Love is the key to a partnership, a great partnership.
All right, y'all hear it best. Y'all heard it best. Understand? Love. We always show love. We always try to show y'all love with the energy that we have as a partnership. We bring it to y'all. We give it to you in love. We don't ever bring it to you with a hateful heart or bad energy. And always remember, if you're on a partnership role, always remember you have health. That is all for this episode. If you're on our website right now, if you're on YouTube right now, don't forget, subscribe to this page, subscribe to our website, so you'll always be locked in to whatever it is that we're posting, that we're giving. You'll always get it firsthand. You will see it first. Even if there is somebody else already on there, at least you'll know when it's coming. Also tap into our brand if you want to donate to help us to take this a little further. Look at that. Tap those 3 lines up there in the right corner. Hit that donate button, and we will always be grateful for what you can do. It doesn't have to be a lot. It could just be a little. Also, I have something very big coming. I haven't put it into fruition yet, but just know that I will need your help this coming Thanksgiving. I will let this out the bag on the next episode, and I will also make another video, something to the nature of a promotional video, to where I can get you all to help me with it.
And it's a lot of work a lot of visions, a lot of work that we putting in behind the scenes. We don't want to speak on, but just know we trying to touch the people. Mm-hmm. We trying to touch these communities. We trying to get in the streets. And we more of a show you than we tell you. You know what I'm saying? But like next episode, we gonna break down all the details. My boy Duan. So once again, man, thank y'all for supporting us, man. Continue to support us, man. It's all love on our end. You know what I'm saying? Love is the key.
Love is the key. Again, we appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned till next time. Again, subscribe. Website, subscribe. YouTube, any other networks that you see our name on, just tap in with us, follow us, just for the fact of, so you can stay tuned into what we got going. All right,
peace.
Y'all be good till next time.